what's up, guys? Welcome to a very special edition of Deliciously Decayed Dark Travels. This is going to be a little bit of a road trip episode for Southern Connecticut. I am Rick. There's Dev behind the camera.
Hello.
And here we are, stopped at a Connecticut rest stop. I think we're near Mystic. Not much to see so far. Hopefully it gets a little bit more exciting than this. It is Connecticut after all. But Connecticut does have some of the best creepy ass abandoned buildings and hauntings for some reason. So with that being said, cops are already here. I cannot believe this, but join us.
The first place we're checking out is the Aerosol Techniques factory in Milford. Aerosol Techniques opened in the late 1960s and produced aerosol products in plastic bottles. The aerosol factory has been abandoned since the mid-1990s. There were a number of times the building could have been repurposed, but the plans always fell through. A frozen food company wanted to use it as a warehouse and distribution center, but the deal failed due to liens on the property. The previous owner had filed for bankruptcy, leaving a back tax bill of about $2 million. After years of court battles, the factory's site was finally opened to development in 2011. Now the empty 176,000 square foot factory is commonly used by graffiti artists and skaters.
And now we are here at destination number 2. We are taking a trek down Long Beach looking for a structure called Pleasure Beach Theater. Yeah, I wonder what kind of movies they screen there, huh? It's beautiful here, though.
Editor's note. The trek to the theater was supposed to take 15 frickin' minutes. No way. It was 100 degrees out, and at this point, humid as fuck. We're not used to this tropical Connecticut weather. There's literally cacti out here, and it's confusing. This will forever be known as the location where I dropped my camera, bounced around on the floor, nearly falling through a hole that appeared to descend into the ocean itself. You could smell the salt water. It's very confusing. Kind of makes you wonder if the whole theater was about to sink into the ocean. This is concerning, but we didn't die. I didn't lose my camera, which means I would have lost the footage and you would not be seeing this episode right now.
Pleasure Beach was originally an amusement park founded in 1892. The peninsula was connected to the mainland by a bridge so that Connecticut residents could easily travel to a nearby amusement park instead of driving long distances. The town of Bridgeport purchased the park in 1937, but it went bankrupt by the mid-1960s. By the 1980s, the abandoned park had become a meeting place for vandals and drug users, but people still continued to visit the beach. In 1996, a fire destroyed the bridge to the mainland, though it was still possible to get to the beach by walking a much longer distance or by boat. Though the carousel and bumper cars were demolished in 2009, the theater still remains standing today.
We are staying in Fairfield. As you can see, our hotel room has a very nautical theme. Today we're going to be taking the train to New York City with the hopes of just walking around. Has nothing to do with any abandoned buildings or haunted sites today. But I do think tomorrow, if we don't die of dehydration, we're going to be back at it. There's no ghosts here, just a lot of people and crime. Everyone was big on killing whatever the fuck lanternflies are. I really felt like Jerry Seinfeld walking these mean streets. We ended up crashing a wedding, a literal wedding. At this point, the sun was owning our souls. Any way to get into that AC, even if it meant posing as a wedding guest. I want to know why the priest sounds like Trump, though. Damn. Spooky Jesus.
I'm dying.
We are at the final stop in our little Deliciously Decayed Dark Travels road trip. Right now we are in Danbury, Connecticut, near the New York line, and we are steadily approaching Hearthstone Castle. Apparently it is a big ass abandoned and haunted castle, so why not check it out? I gotta be honest, guys, I am very happy this is the last stop. We are sweating buckets. I got pickpocketed in New York City in Times Square. Just cash. I don't even know how that happened. And I'm not gonna lie to you, I had to pull off the side of the road on the way here to take a shit in the woods like some kind of a fucking bear. The creature. Anyways, I've had it. We're gonna record this. Hopefully you guys are gonna love it. And we're gonna drive 3.5 hours back to Massachusetts.
Hearthstone Castle was built in 1897 as a summer home for E. Starr Stanford, a successful portrait photographer who worked in New York. It was sold to industrialist Victor Buck, who renamed it Buck Castle in 1902. In 1918, the castle was sold again, this time to Charles Darling Parks, a self-made millionaire and president of American Hatters and Furrier Company, for his daughter. They renamed it to Hearthstone Castle again. In 1985, the castle, nearby Tarrywile Mansion, and the surrounding area was sold to the town of Danbury. The town couldn't afford to maintain or renovate it, so the castle was abandoned and has been falling apart ever since. In 2008, 5 teenagers were arrested for vandalizing the castle after posting a video of them doing it on YouTube. There is a local rumor that the castle can be purchased for $1 as long as the buyer agrees to restore it. Though there have been groups who have tried to save the building, there are currently no restoration plans. The castle is said to be haunted by E. Starr Stanford, who died in 1917, though he didn't die on the property. People also claim to have seen a ghost dog.
Editor's note. We made the attempt to revisit Elmcrest Mental Asylum. Most of the buildings appear to be torn down, and there was a cop camping out front. No other reason to be in this hellhole known as Portland. Last time I said something like this on YouTube, somebody got rather upset and said that, the buildings would soon be demolished, and thank God people like me wouldn't be in their town anymore. Lady, I don't want to be in your town. Anyway, we were cordially invited by Whimsical Runes on Instagram and the missus for a quick, well, it's never that quick, hike into the woods in search of some lost art.
As you see, we had to navigate a little off-road today.
Yeah.
getting up should be.
That's not bothering to take pictures when I go with you because you're just gonna take better ones.
And that, ladies and gentlemen, is a big fucking bear by a true artiste. That was it.
This trip kicked my ass, but we made it to the other side and documented 4 different spots. Worth it in the end.